Hey y'all, today on my channel, I wanted to talk about 5 habits that keep some people broke in Canada or in abroad in general. If you are that kind of person that every end of the month, you do look at your finances to be able to see how much you have saved, and every time you always get to notice that you're always in deficit, there is never an increase in your savings, you must definitely be somebody that has 1 to 3 of these habits that keep you being broke. Number 1, if you're one of these people that loves eating out all the time, I'm very sorry, you are never going to have money. Because it doesn't matter how small the amount. You might say, it's just an innocent protein shake from Starbucks, $11. Ice cap from Tim Hortons, $5. But all those little $5, $11, when you add it up in a month, because some of you, every single morning, you must spend that $11 to buy one ice frappe, to buy one skeptical smoothie somewhere. Some of you, every single day of the month. And a month has 31 days. If you spend $11 in 31 days, you're basically spending $321 only on drinks for a month, which is enough money for some families to do grocery shopping for a whole month. You are only spending it on drinks, on coffee every morning before going to work. So tell me, when you do that, how are you going to have money? So please learn how to have a grocery budget. Go to the grocery store, buy your groceries, bring it home over the weekend, meal prep, so that during the week you have breakfast to eat, lunch and dinner. And let's say over the weekend you can spoil yourself. I don't even care if you do take out on a Friday or on a Saturday evening, but it shouldn't be an everyday thing. Because some of you, like I said, in the morning, breakfast, McDonald's, Tim Hortons. Lunch, your workplace cafeteria or a nearest restaurant. Dinner, you go to one pub or you find a restaurant to go to again, or you're at home, you're ordering online. How are you going to have money? How are you going to be able to save? How are you going to be able to realize any project? It is going to be very, very, very hard if you keep living your life that way. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of you are broke and are unable to see any increase when it comes to your savings. So please try and learn how to meal prep. Number 2, financing things you don't need. And what I mean by that is this. I've seen some people in Canada, everything in their homes is on financing. Everything in their bedrooms, from their bed to their living room couch, to their TVs, to their clothes, everything in their home is on financing. Their car is on financing. Their whole life is on financing. How do you do that? For God's sake. How do you spend your whole life financing things? Me, I cannot do that. Because I'm always going to be on the edge. I don't want to be having a life that every time I get my salary, I'm shedding $300 here, $200 here, $100 here, and $50 here. No, I don't want that for myself. I can't be living on the edge all the time. That's very stressful. I don't know how you can finance everything in your life. Yes, I can understand financing a car, because not everybody have cash flow to be able to buy an $80,000 car or a $13,000 car. Yes, you can finance a car because that is a necessity. You need a car to be able to function freely and stress-free during the day. But I don't understand things like financing a sofa in my house, financing a TV. Me, I don't really, financing my laptop, me, I don't really understand. Me, the way I function is that if I want to buy a 70-inch TV today and I know it's $3,000, I'm going to say, you know what? Throughout the whole year, I'm going to sacrifice here and there. I'm not going to be spending so much money on crazy things. And I'll save the money. When I have the money, I go in and buy my TV. I save the financing thing for important things and my credit cards for important things. It's not because they say you can finance something that everything in your life is going to be on finance. No. To me, that's very stressful. Let me look at this flower. I know that, okay, it belongs to me. I bought it to my money, cash. You know, there are certain things in my life that me, I like to purchase, and I know that I purchase it to my money. I purchase it cash, and I have peace of mind. When I go to bed, I sleep peacefully. Not that when I go to bed, my heart is going to be hanging on the roof because my whole life is financing. No. I don't like that kind of thing. And that is the reason why a lot of you guys are broke today. Too much financing. Everything in your life is financing. Even your eyelashes is financing. What kind of life is that? Aren't you stressed? That is too much for me. I cannot live a life like that. Number 3, maxing out of credit cards. You know, you're not even supposed to use more than 30% of your credit cards. You're not supposed to do that. Talking of maxing it out. What are you relying on to be maxing out credit cards? For me, I don't spend more than 30% of my credit cards. And my heart and my nerves are always like this. I always make sure that I don't miss any payments and I don't miss my due dates. Because I know when it comes to credit score, it is the most important thing on this side of the world. On this side of the world, they don't care about cash. All they care about is credit score. So if I'm not able to have a good credit score, what is the point of me having credit cards? Because some of you, when you want a credit card, you're going to do everything to have it. Now they give it to you, you end up maxing it out, using it anyhow. You're not making your payments on time, you're not respecting due dates and everything. And at the end of the day, you end up ruining the real purpose of those credit cards. The reason why you have those credit cards is for you to be able to use in case of maybe you want to buy something, you don't have the cash right now, and you want to build your credit score. Because you know that without your credit score on this side of the world, you're basically in a mess. You want to build that and have it at a good level so that you can be able to rent. You can be able to do so many things. Because without your credit score on this side of the world, you are nobody. So you always have to make sure that you use your credit cards well. It's not because they gave you $10,000, you're going to max it out. It's not because last time they gave you $10,000, now they are suggesting to give you $15,000 now. You just keep increasing the credit limit and you just keep using and you not make your payments on time and not respecting the due dates. Please, maxing out 1, 2, 3 or more credit cards all the time is going to keep you broke. What kind of job do you have? It's not like you're a millionaire. What kind of job do you have to be maxing out 1 or 3 credit cards? Are you crazy? Are you insane? And all those things, they come with interest. And things do happen in life. Today you might have a stable career and be happy at your workplace. Then tomorrow something might happen. You might not be happy anymore. You want to leave. And when you end up leaving, you have a certain phase where you're not making consistent amount of money and everything. You know, because unless you're a millionaire or a billionaire, for me, you should not be maxing out credit cards. Because when you're a normal 9-to-5 worker, for God's sake, nothing is stable and nothing is guaranteed. You can wake up tomorrow, you're sick. You can decide to take a year off to take care of yourself that you don't want to work because you feel like you're having some health issues and everything. What are you going to do? And all those things, like I said, they come with huge interest. So please, if you can avoid maxing out credit cards, please do. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of you are broke. Number 4, do not spend more than 40 to 50% of your monthly salary on your rent or mortgage or whatever. Do not make that mistake. Let me give you guys an example. You see somebody that makes 3-5 every month. That person will have the audacity to go and rent a condo for 2.5 or rent a place maybe for 2.8. What are you doing? Just because you want to be showing off. You want people to call you a badass. You want people to call you, oh shit, badass, bad. No. You're living your life for eyes of people. No. Do not spend more than 40 to 50% of your monthly salary on rent. Always try to stay in between that 40% to 50%. And that is even because nowadays life is so expensive, all right? Always try to stay there or lower than that. Because like I said, some people now, you cannot be making 3.5 and you're renting a place that is 2.4. How much are you going to be left with? 1.1. Apart from your rent, it's not only your rent that you have to pay at the end of the month. You have car insurance, and that even depends on if you've been in accidents. Some people are paying $500 every month for their car insurance. You have phone bills to pay. You have internet bills to pay. You have hydro bills to pay. Electricity bills to pay. You have to do your monthly grocery shopping. At the end of the day, how much are you going to be left with? So please avoid spending more than half of your salary on rent, alright? Unless maybe you guys are a couple, you have badass careers, but still, I wouldn't advise you to still live beyond your means. Don't try to overdo things. You're living your life for you. You are not owing anybody anything. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of you are broke. Number 5 habit. Most African and Black people in general are victims of this. Constant sending money back home. For me, the only people that I owe something to are my parents. I don't owe anything to my siblings, cousins, extended family. No. The only people I owe something to is my parents. My parents are the only ones that at the end of the month, I'm going to make a budget for them. I'm going to have an allowance that I do send them. Out of every paycheck, I might send them $150 to $200. But I only owe that to my parents. Some of you have grown-ass siblings in their 30s, 40s that are deliberately making the choice to be useless. They wake up every morning there in Africa, getting enough amount of vitamin D. The sun is hitting their head. They are eating well. They are dancing in the neighborhood, listening to music, enjoying their life. Every end of the month, they are calling you for money. And you feel like you have to play a savior. You are a god. You are there to save everybody. You want to be a people pleaser. My dear, if that is how you want to be living your life, you are going to be forever broke in this abroad. Like I said, for me, let's say where I might make some exceptions is in case of sickness. But we all know our family members back home. They are going to use all sorts of tricks to be able to get money from you. So today, for somebody like me, if you come today to me with sickness, I might help you out. But if I notice that January you come with sickness, February you come with sickness, March you come with sickness, even if it's every 2 months, I am going to bail out. I'm not going to be sending you any money and you are going to survive. You are going to survive. Because some of you will try to overdo things. They'll come and be telling you stuff like, you are my last hope. You're the only person that I have, and you're going to carry money. And you keep sending and sending money, not knowing that if you just learn how to say no, they will still survive. They keep coming to you because they know that you are a mumu. They take you for a fool. They know that you want to play a god. That's why they keep coming to you. And another exception I might make is if I have some siblings. That is siblings from my parents, direct siblings after me. Now maybe my parents are elderly now and are not able to pay their school fees anymore. That is another exception. I'm going to be paying their school fees. But as I pay your school fee, you better be doing well. Because if you're not doing well, me, I'm going to abandon you. I don't have money to waste. And for me, I don't have money to waste on all those siblings that are just going about, just doing anything with their genitalias, giving birth to kids, not caring about how they're going to take care of them, just relying on me that I'm abroad to be taking care of them. It's not going to work on me. So for those of you that like to play God, one thing I want you to know is that your God mentality is forever going to keep you broke. So these are 5 reasons why I think a lot of people are being broke abroad and don't see any progress in their finances. If you're one of those people, you must be doing 1 or 3 of these things. That is the reason why you are broke. So you need to sit down, look back, reevaluate your life, cross out whatever needs to be crossed out, make efforts wherever efforts need to be made for you to be able to have an increase at your savings and for you to be able to achieve more projects or to be able to achieve the projects that you have in mind. I know it's easier said than done. I know that we all have our weaknesses and we all go through temptation, all right? But you have to give it a try. Try, give it your best and do your best. Stay disciplined, stay focused. And before you make a purchase, think about it. Is it worth it? Is it something that I can make by myself at home? For every hard-earned money that you spend, always take a minute, always pause for a second and think. And ask yourself if it's worth it. Because we work so hard for it. We go through harsh weathers. You know, even when we're sick, you cannot sleep peacefully. You're always constantly thinking to be able to make that money. So the way you're working so hard to be able to earn that money from your bosses, that is the same way when you're about to spend. Please pause for a second and think, all right? So that is what I had to share with you guys today. If you liked this content and today's video, thumbs up my video, like my video, share my video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.